Okay, we're recording.
Let's just appear. Oh, never mind. There's like.
We're recording. I can edit this later too, by the way. Audacity.
Yeah,
That's probably a good idea.
I'll send you
And
a
I've got
file.
intro music I can merge into. Or I don't know if you plan on doing that, Raid, or whatever.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So I guess somebody should introduce this.
I'll start off.
Lesh, I believe that's you.
Peter.
Hold on, I'm going upstairs. Let me put clothes on my character.
And carry my beer with my pinky out in a wine glass.
I've actually
Very
got something written up
sophisticated.
here for an intro if you want me to go ahead and go into it.
Yeah, do you want me to read in my movie voice?
No, I'll,
this summer.
actually, I got something here, and I'm going to do more of a Saturday night live announcing type of thing.
There we go.
Fine, let's do everything you want to do.
Well, yeah. Anyway. Okay, here we go.
And
Broadcast.
3. Oh, sorry. I'll count you down. And 3, 2, 1.
Broadcast live from the Sun Circle recording studio in beautiful downtown Miss. This is the official Sun Circle podcast, the Circlecast. Now let's meet our hosts.
Don't all
This is
meet
really
at
fun.
once.
We're not very organized yet.
So I'm
Let's-
I'm your friendly neighborhood summon man, Ray Dooku.
Hello,
Everyone's
this is
favorite
Lesh.
black mage.
I'm your fearless-ish leader. Hi.
Hello, Lush. I'm Ares, everyone's favorite black mage and everyone's least favorite tank.
It's true.
This is Riven. I'm the gardener.
Also true.
This is Mint, and I have not logged on in longer than I probably should have.
More truths.
This is Matt Soroka. I am the short one.
Sure. Is that it?
I am Zan, and I'm the big buff dude.
Lies.
Does he?
I think that's everybody.
Is that
Roy
everyone?
hasn't spoken up yet.
Sounds. I think that's everyone.
All right, well, we're off to a rollicking good start.
Woo!
Woo!
Podcast. So let's start with some circle topics here. Someone want to take the first step here?
Yeah. So we're gonna try the hide and seek thing again. Riven grew us some Thavnarian onions, and I don't know if it was just bad timing or people were too enamored of 3.2 stuff, but nobody really showed. So we're gonna try it again, probably about 2 weeks on a Friday night. Is that when we did it last, Riven?
We did on a Wednesday, if I remember. But Friday works as well.
That's probably part of the problem. Are you free Fridays?
Yeah, Fridays or evenings are good. We've got
Cool,
4
yeah.
more in the ground right now, and I have 3 more seeds. So we've got 7 more onions that are on the way, possibly. They just
Awesome.
take forever to grow.
Yeah, so we know everyone has their chocobos and they're feeding. They're going to need onions. So join us, have fun with your FC mates. We do hide and seek. Basically, Riven and I are going to just teleport away, and you can use the FC list to see what region we're in and come find us. And whoever finds us gets an onion. We'll do it until we're out of onions. Or
We
until
also
everyone's bored.
have 2 onion princes growing right now, and I think there's 2 or 3 more seeds in the FC chest as well.
Sweet.
Nice.
Now.
So, yeah, so let's plan on that 2 Fridays from now. So March 14th-ish or something, 11th, I don't know.
Yeah, check the calendar. It'll be there. Now, the onions are amazing and all, but there's a glamour contest coming up. The true endgame glamour.
Yeah, so we haven't had one for a while, so I thought I'd try another one here. Thinking we could do It's Not Easy Being Green, something St. Patrick's-y. So just any green focused glamour you can think of. Could be anything. Go crazy.
Man, like almost all my past glamours were green, so I got this in the bag.
Yeah, so I'll make a post on Facebook and the Guildworks site, and we'll have the last day for entry be St. Patrick's Day.
Green.
Green.
Green. Yeah, I'll have to think of things. I'm gonna be.
So next thing on the docket is Plug gets featured on 7 Questions with 7C. Who wants to take
Oh
them?
no, yeah, those are my jotted down notes. I was just saying, I was gonna plug if anybody wants to be interviewed for that, just let me or Emery know. He's Brandon Hayes on Facebook, and I'm sure you guys have seen them already. We just ask you 7 questions. The point of it's just to try and get to know everybody a bit more, out of game, instead of just, a simple chat in game that we talk to each other by. Get to know each other as people a little bit more, so you have same hobbies, stuff like that.
That's a
So if
nice
you guys are
idea.
interested,
Yeah.
I feel like in the past we were all a little more like friendly with each other before we had that mass exodus. That's a nice way to get people to like talk to each other.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot more talking going on.
That will be interesting because as some of you guys know, I love answering questions. So that'll be great.
Yep, and then you get to take a picture on the carbuncle chair. Yeah. Ho, ho, ho. So anyway, we're going to do 2 a week. I'm going to do one on Mondays. Emery's going to do one on Fridays. So there's tons of people we can still go through. I've got a couple already done. But yeah, so just hit one of us up if you're interested.
Cool. And next thing on the docket says 1 day a week casual static recruitment.
Yeah, I wanted to try and get a static going. I mean, this is like a casual FC, and it's kind of hard getting people to come, like a 3-day, 4 hours static. So I thought we could do like 1 day a week. At least we can, try it. Like I didn't even do Savage, Alex Savage, the last one. I didn't even touch it, or Thornton. But I'd like to. I mean, I'm geared enough, so I was going to see if there's interest. We can get 8 people.
Well, this kind of sounds like our old when we used to do the primal runs, like once a week.
Yeah, it would be like that.
Those are pretty successful for a time.
No.
Yeah, so I'm going to see if we had people interested in that.
Yeah, I'd definitely like to look into
I'm down.
I would
So,
love
I mean,
to,
we
but I've
could-
got a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah,
I'm down.
Yeah, I know a lot of people aren't, but
So are we gonna be going after Midas, or it's gonna be the starting with Gordian?
we'd probably start with Sephiroth EX, but we can go straight to Midas if that's what everybody wants.
I still haven't done Thornton EX yet.
Yeah, me neither.
I think
I haven't even done
people
Revive.
that
Yeah,
haven't
neither have I.
built.
It's not a requisite, right?
No.
To
No,
do
no,
Sephiroth.
no.
Yeah.
But I mean, just for people to get it off the.
I haven't done none of the new EXs.
The reason I'm bringing it up now is because I want to be like not doing old content, So if we're gonna have like a static group, we can be doing current content that gives, current rewards.
That's great. That's why I was asking. I wanted to know if you were gonna go, dive into the new content, or if you were gonna play a little catch up. But this sounds really great. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, I
Do you have
thought
an
it would
idea
be.
what day it might be?
I don't know, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, somewhere in the middle of the week. But I mean, it all depends on what people can do, basically. I know you're one of the people who do that content the most. I was going to definitely see if you want to,
Yeah, I'm
heading
in a
it
raid-
up, kind of.
I'm in a raid group. I'm hanging in there by string of luck that they haven't kicked me yet because I'm everyone's least favorite tank, and I'm the main tank in that group. So.
Oh,
It
really?
comes. But yeah, we meet Wednesday and Thursday nights. They're a bunch of Canadians, so until Donald Trump bans them, I'm still playing with them. So it's gonna be.
You can't ban people across the internet, right?
Oh yeah, no,
They'll
don't
find a
underestimate
way,
Donald Trump. Those Canadians are high on his list.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I watch South Park. They're gonna build a wall and it's gonna cut the internet in half or something. I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah, they're gonna
point being-
build a wall to stop the people from fleeing the country once Donald Trump becomes president.
Yeah, there you go. But in either
Sounds
case,
alright.
I think it's 10 o'clock. 9 o'clock Central Canadian time. Which
Canadian
is
time?
Canadian time.
Canadian time. That's an official term. Look it up. Let me go edit the wiki first.
Blame
Look it up
Canada.
after I edit it, please. I don't know wherever it's an hour difference because I'm in the East Coast.
Well, I mean, in Canada, the only difference in the only time difference is depending on like where they are in Canada.
Yeah,
Like,
we know how time zones work.
East,
We're
West,
just
and
trying to take
Central.
a joke.
They're just like you and me.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. You know, it's...
Hey, don't
Everybody
make
knows
fun of
Min's from
Canadians.
Canada,
My
right?
girlfriend's from Canada.
They
Yeah,
drink
these are
beer,
not
man.
Lalafell,
So
right?
we know they can't be
They
too
do.
different.
They do drink beer. This is true, and at least they're not Lalafell, so it's all good.
Hey.
So I see here that we're gonna be doing another comic idea.
Okay, yeah, so that is me running out of ideas now. It's been a year, actually, since I started doing 7th Circus stuff. And I'm running low, guys. So,
you know what?
just if anybody has ideas.
I
What?
actually have an idea for you. I've been like mulling it over. I'll send it to you when we're done.
Nice. Yeah, so I'm going to give whoever 100K if I use your idea. So that's about it. If you have any ideas, send them my way. You can do Facebook or whatever, or Guildwork if you're not on that.
All right, so that seems to be it for FC-related news. Now for other news. Apparently, people's characters are getting cloned by RMT.
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
Actually,
Been big this last week. I don't know if you guys go to Reddit or anything, but so RMT has found out how to clone people's characters and send spam tells from them and get them blacklisted and everything.
So, like, literally, like, down appearance and name?
Everything. And they actually put you in a level 0 adventurer clone body, and they have your real character.
So these are people who are not active anymore. How does this work? How can I stop this from happening to me?
It's usually people AFKing around the main cities. So
like, they just...
stay away from there. If you're going to AFK, do it by the house, do it.
Wait, so it's not just that
somewhere
they're
else.
cloning, that they're actively stealing your character? Like, you lose control of your character or something?
Yeah,
as
so
if
what
people didn't hate
happens...
these people enough.
Yeah, what happens is people come back from being AFK, and they find their character standing there naked, no gear, and right next to them is their own character with all the real gear, and they've been sending out RMT spam tells.
I thought it was the other way around.
That's even worse than just getting cloned. That's like...
No,
you're
yeah,
getting, like,
they're
just straight up
they're in
usurped.
the 0 body. They control the level 0. So everything gets stolen. They're not able to like get into their gill or anything, as far as I've read.
That's insane. How the hell do they even do that?
I don't know.
They
Like,
have body
I can't-
snatchers.
E-Rap said, oh, they're level 0s? That's a lot of information right there. So I don't know. They know what's up, but that's been a huge thing on Reddit this week.
Oh, hopefully
Has
Square
it,
Enix fixes
has
that.
it been confirmed by Square Enix?
Yeah, Square Enix needs to fix that, like, stat.
That's actually a good question. Has Square Enix actually like made said anything about this?
No,
I don't think they've made an announcement at all. I think they're
I
trying
know,
to
I
just
would say I
pretend
haven't
it's
seen
not
any
happening.
announcements or anything.
Because they
Well, I
could
guess
be a
that is a
hoax.
That is a pretty scary thing, really. So it makes sense. Like, if they announced it without having any means to like
Actually combat
preventing
it.
it would probably like scare people off from playing the game because they don't want to have like their accounts like stolen or whatever.
Yeah, well, people are kind of afraid to say anything like on the main forums and stuff because people have been banned for showing exploits, like dumb bureaucracy stuff here that doesn't make sense to us. But they've had their accounts banned and stuff from showing things like this. So I
Jesus.
think that's why it's just big on Reddit only. There's been multiple users. I mean, it's not a prank or anything. If that's what you guys are thinking.
No, I'm just thinking like I was wondering if like Square Enix has like put out a word on that because this is a pretty major thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking
Yeah,
at their official forums right now, and there's people just complaining about, things like this, and, they're just saying that Square Enix has done 2 maintenance in the city states, supposedly fits the problem, but it's still happening again.
So for the people that like that this happens to, like, can they log off and like regain control of the character, or like has the character been completely like body snatched?
No. So they've been sending GM reports, and then the GMs take care of it usually by the next day.
Oh, all right.
But
Still,
by then they found out they've been blacklisted by half the server.
Friends.
Oh,
Yeah, that's That's a problem. Well,
You could do what
if that
Dustin
happens,
Walsh does.
well, if
What's
this
that?
happens to you, you know what to do.
I say you could just do what Dustin Walsh does, leaves the server and comes back.
Oh. Yeah, so just heads up if that happens to you, or just try not to AFK around the main city-state Aetherites, and then if it happens to you, just do a GM report. And
Okay.
I think how they fix it is they just rewind your character. Because people said, like quests they did that day, they're unfinished again, so they think they're just kind of reversing, going back to a previous save of their character to get rid of all that the hackers or whatever did, the RMT guys did.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's
Okay.
pretty crazy.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Workshop report from Complex. What does Complex have to say to us?
So she wanted to join, but she had too much stuff to do tonight, so she sent me a list of what her and Jaeger are up to. So I don't know if you guys know, there's new islands for the airship ventures. So they've been upgrading all that with the new surveillance equipment and stuff, trying to find the new islands, basically. So that's what they're up to now. So if you do need a airship for Diadem, just let them know, like probably 3 days in advance, because a lot of these ventures take 48 hours. Besides that, you can paint them now. So I'm painting Sky Bear all white, pure white, and then we're going to have some little contest or something for people to pick the color of Fat Cat 1.
Pink.
All right, good to know.
I'm reading. Hold on.
So it seems, was that everything she had to say?
No, I'm reading. She has a whole paragraph. I'm just trying to get it all in one.
No, okay.
Yeah, that's it on the airships. She said just that they're happy to take crafting requests, so don't forget we're all here. I've got armor, the Master Book 4, so if you guys want any stuff from me, I can do that. I can do the new High Allegan stuff and Allegan, all the dyeable stuff. Complex is a carpenter, so she can do all that stuff. Nager has a leatherworker and blacksmith done, I'm pretty sure. And then Rangi has weaver. So if you guys are looking for that new gear, we have all that. So just ask us. We're happy to do it.
I need to get off my duff and finish my crafting stuff. I'm stuck at like halfway, but it's just like, too much crafting.
Yeah, so you're like 55 everything. You're getting there.
Yeah. I got 58 blacksmithing now. I've been kind of half debating just to take it to 60 so I can have something there.
I've had 50 alchemists for a long time, but nothing else really.
Oh, then also she said she's going to post a list of mats we need to keep the glamour prism thing going. It's one of our perks we have, and people definitely use it, but it's not free. So if you guys can just drop in items that we need to make them. We have tons of glamour prisms. We're good on those, the clear prisms. We just need like silver ingots and stuff like that. Iron plates, the stuff that we actually use to make them.
Toad leather.
And we can keep providing. We can keep making them for you guys. But just drop those in there, and she's going to make a list so people are aware of what the items are if you have them.
All right. Is that everything?
That is everything.
All right. So next we got, I guess, a segment called "Recent Things I've Found."
Oh, that's me. Yeah. So I found out you can actually change the lighting on your character. I don't know if you guys knew this.
Oh. Where do you do that?
Let me go downstairs and get on the PS4. Please make small talk in the background during this time.
Is that a PC only setting, or is it something that works on the console as well?
I'm on the PS4, so it works there for me.
Oh, sweet. Okay, that's good to know.
Must be under character.
All right, so it's under system, then system configuration, then display settings, and then scroll all the way down.
Oh yeah, I see it. It's on PC as well.
Yeah, and my
Oh.
character lighting was at 0, and you can turn up to 100. So
Oh,
that's been awesome for pictures for me, for screenshots.
What settings?
System settings, and then display settings, and then scroll down. than character lighting. Yeah, and it just brightens up the light directly in your character at all times.
That's
So your character will be brighter than other characters?
I don't think
Correct.
I think it's like more of a client side thing rather than a server wide thing. So it only appears like in your display settings.
Yeah, that sounds accurate.
I look
Yeah,
the
that
same.
sounds reasonable.
It's probably just like specifically so you can take pictures regardless of like lighting conditions.
spiffy.
I have the sun for that.
It's badass for me. I don't know if you've seen my photo bucket, but I'm like, oh my god, yes.
That's good find. Real cool.
There's another thing here that says change to only show debuffs you inflict.
Yeah, that's also from my notes. Yeah, I found that recently too. I'm sure people know about this, but so it takes off all the debuffs from everyone else, and then you can just see yours. So like I use it to keep my dots up. It's a lot easier to manage to just see when they run out. I'm sure it's helped my DPS. So I just wanted to mention that if people didn't know that. I mean, I've played for almost 3 years now and just saw it.
Right then. Next segment we have crafting stuff. Master Book or Armory.
Yeah, I merged that in with Complex's report, so we're good there.
All right, moving right on. So now we talk about patch 3.2.
Now we're on to raids territory.
Woo. Believe the first one on there is Sephiroth.
Yep.
I was actually surprised that they didn't make him part of the actual main
MSQ?
stories and side quests.
Do you know why they didn't?
Really
Why is that?
They wanted to make the primal fights harder again, but they couldn't do it by putting in the MSQ. So they want people to be able to just face roll through that.
That's really interesting. So that means like, so Sephiroth, is there like a hard mode and an extreme mode?
Yeah, and hard modes
I
actually a lot harder than they've been in a long time.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because like most of the hard modes have been like just complete face rolls.
Yeah, I have to agree. Sephiroth normal is a lot more beefier than a lot of the normals have been for a long time. Or hard. I think it's just normal and extreme now. I think they took out the hard to avoid confusion.
Yeah, all the dungeons have a hard mode now, it seems.
Yeah, it was weird. Like everything, like it was called hard, but like there was no normal for like most of the like Leviathan and everything. Like once you hit 50, had no normal mode, so it was weird that they like had specified hard.
It's all very hard.
All right, assuming nobody else has anything to input on that, the next segment is Midas.
Fun. Just pure fun.
So has anybody like really done the new raid stuff?
I've gotten through all of the normal.
Yeah.
How is it?
Oh, it's
It was really
amazing. The last
Is it
boss
better?
is...
So is it better than Gordius or whatever?
Oh
better
God,
than
yes. It
second
fixes
portal.
every problem Gordius had. Plus, they've put a bit of humor in it. I won't go into it too much. You can probably look it up if you want, or when you get through it. The second phase on the final boss, the music is amazing.
Yes.
Well, one of these days I'm gonna finish Gordius, and then maybe I'll try that.
Voltron. That's all I have to say.
The cutscene after you kill the last part of Midas, and it was, I guess, it's Alex.
Oh yeah, I took screenshots of that. That was so awesome.
Yes, that's amazing. Like, do not skip that cutscene ever. I do like the new Midas. I think it's the best raid content they've done for normal mode. I haven't tried Savage yet, but I do like how, I mean, except for 4-7, the one where you fight the thing with the cat, that's a nightmare. But the rest are actually very fun and very, very well done, considering the simplicity of the mechanics and how effective it is, and the changes to tanks. It's actually done very well. It makes you think that, like, what happened with Gordius when you play this, because this is so good.
Yeah, it really... Go ahead.
I was going to say, I think it's the best content they've done since Heaven's Word came out.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, definitely agree on that. The plot of it's kind of weird at the end, but everything getting up to the actual end of it, it's actually really, really good. And that was a huge complaint I had about Gordius. I love lore.
It's a dream within a dream!
No Inception. Leo will get the Oscar tomorrow, hopefully, if there's justice in this world. But aside from that, weird aside.
Guys, I'm gonna jump.
I-
I'm gonna wake up tomorrow, right? I'm gonna jump.
Mhm. Oh boy.
I'm gonna jump.
But
Do a flip.
in either way, so random. But I believe going forward, it's gonna be probably seen as some of the best raid content and story. This is a good story patch as well.
Oh,
Even
God,
though we didn't like the end of it, what leaves you with more. And I don't want to spoil anything for anyone, but death to Nidhogg. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah. Well, actually, I think on the outline we actually got a segment for like main story talk. So.
Yep, that is after the 3.2 talk.
Yep.
So the next thing is the Vath daily quests.
I love these guys.
Yeah,
They're
I like
so
them as well.
they're adorable. It's like I
haven't done it yet, but as long as they're not sylphs, I'm happy.
Yes.
Nah, like that little quest, like the quests you get from the Vath during like the Heaven's Ward content, like they were pretty fun.
The Vath are pretty cool.
It's also just like an interesting thing of like, yeah, they're like the ones that like worship Ravana are all like one mind, and then the ones that don't are the ones that like gain individuality and they don't really know how to handle being like their own person and not being in a hive mind. That's a pretty interesting concept.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is one of the most fun Beast Tribe plot quests they have. There's something I do want to know. I don't know if it's just a spoiler talk or I don't. We'll talk about that now. Is Ravana the Overmind, or is it something we haven't seen yet? Because that's what I'm not clear on.
It's something we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, Ravana is just like the primal. Like,
yeah, I'm fighting him right now, actually.
there may not necessarily be like a specific like
actual thing. Yeah. It's not
yeah, I think it's just that they're all their thoughts are all interconnected. So just like if something on like the far side of the colony sees a thing, they all know that it's there.
Don't insects that have a hive mind always have like a queen or something though?
Exactly.
Yeah, I was thinking about Starship Troopers when they mentioned the Overmind. Remember the brain bug? And he wants to start.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay. And that's why I asked, because I'm like, is there...
But I think like whatever it is that like if there is a thing like that, we haven't seen it yet.
Cool.
Man, that shower scene, guys. I had a VHS at the time and I broke my tape.
Oh man. Oh my god.
The what?
VHS.
Oh yeah, you youngins don't know what that is.
I know a VHS.
Oh, I know what that is.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I was looking on the patch notes if we had a time capsule part or something, bringing up VHS.
All right, so
I just want to know what the shower scene he was
I have
talking
one thing to
about.
say about the Ganath.
I was talking about Starship
This
Troopers.
brings
shower
fear
scene.
to my mind that they might have Mogul Beast Tribe quests
Oh, God,
in
no.
the future.
No.
I will cancel my subscription.
I get the
Guys,
feeling
you
they're
don't wanna
gonna
do
like
some
hold off on
nuts?
Moogle quests for a while, considering how upset everybody was with them over the course of Heaven's Ward.
I will make a Moogle rug out of actual Moogle.
Go lay down.
But didn't they change those quests already? Like, if you were to play the main scenario quest again?
Yeah, you know, I think I heard about that. Like, they made those quests like easier to do because those stupid Moogles kept getting lost like in absurd places.
Yeah, I believe they changed that already. Unlucky for us because we already did it, but I think newer players or people who are catching up should be fine. They won't hate the Moogles as much as we do.
Well, I mean, like but the problem is that like even though like the quests may not be necessarily as hard, there's still so fucking many of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
And even if you don't have to find like even if they're not hiding in super hard places, if you still have to find them, it's still a pain in the ass.
Right.
I just hate that goddamn deputy post Google.
All right then. So next topic is the new dungeons.
Who else has nightmares about dolls?
Oh,
I guess
God.
that's the real question.
Damn thing can't even die not creepy.
I know, yeah.
The way it rolls its eyes.
And then the baby cries. Ugh.
Oh, see? Now I cannot hear them. Great.
My wife walked in when I was playing that. She's like, "What the fuck are you playing?"
Nightmares. Definitely nightmares.
So which dungeon is this?
Thanks, Yoshi P.
The anti-tower.
That's the Anti-Tower. It's the main story quest dungeon where you find out the fate of a certain character. And it's actually pretty it's a well done dungeon. It's pretty easy. No big pulls, just pretty
Well,
slow and steady
yeah,
by
a little
design because it's a
long.
main
Is it?
story dungeon. So it's pretty good. I like the gear that it drops. I like the new dungeon gear. If you guys have seen my tank running around, that's what I'm wearing. I have one complaint. These are the best looking boots I've ever seen in the Dark Knight, and the set has a skirt that covers them. Don't know what they were thinking. But aside from that,
How dare they?
awesome gear. I know, right? It's like put a skirt on these beautiful, beautiful boots. If you haven't seen them, find a tank and look at those leg gears when you do. When you get the anti-tower, when you're farming it for lore, the new tombstones or whatever they're called. Yeah, tombstones of lore, that's right. And does anyone have any thoughts on the hard mode and the Andapur keep hard mode? Or just Lost
City of
Andapur?
Andapur.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like the getting a little bit more lore on it. And I like actually seeing like Amdapur as it kind of was toward the last section, where it's all like white magic.
Yeah, that last boss was something very interesting.
Yeah, that was cool how they did like Diablo's a devil, it's the last boss, and now this time it's an angel. I like the contrast.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I was kind of
Well-
hoping for a tie-in to the Void Arc in some way, shape, or form. So I'm thinking this is not the last time we're gonna go there.
I think it
But-
does. Yeah, it does tie it a little bit because you have the Maki. I forget the civilization that made the Void Arc. They're like the enemies of and the Andapurians.
Yeah.
Right.
And I guess the
huge
Maki was mostly like kind of black mages, void magic, that sort of thing, and then Andapur were white mages.
What I don't get is they said the all the statues came to life from the elementals from Gridania going in there, right? So why didn't they come to life when Diablos was there?
Because they were powered by white magic.
Right. I think.
But they came alive to fight the elementals because they were from that war, the War of the Magi.
Well, they were defense system, and I think they were just dormant. Now that the Diabolos is gone, they're able to like reawaken, just like how he was sleepy when you first fought him and weak.
Yeah, I think
Something similar to that.
Yeah, I think the gal said maybe it was because it's just been dormant for so long it couldn't really distinguish friend or foe.
But they were made to fight the Void Scent. And then there
True.
was a Void Scent living there, and they were asleep. Doesn't
Yeah.
make sense to me.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, he was sealed there, wasn't Diablo sealed? Like when you do the dungeon, the regular mode of Andapur Keep, he wakes up and he's like, that's why you're able to beat him because he's like super weak because he just woke up.
That's
So I think
kinda-
everything was just sealed.
Oh,
I'm
really?
thinking,
that's
I'm not-
that.
That
Oh
makes
yeah, that
sense.
is true. It was sealed.
Yeah, that's why he's so weak in the dungeon. Like if you see him in the Void Arc, he's considerably more powerful.
So, but yeah, no, yeah, you're right. I remember now when you do the quest the first or Andapur first time, they say something about the seal breaking around the city. So yeah,
That makes sense.
but yeah, there's not what's next on the
The next thing is Stone Sky Sea.
anybody
Oh,
anybody fiddle around with that?
I'm not even sure what that is.
Could someone explain to me what those are exactly?
That's
Yeah,
the new
basically-
DPS meter tester thing.
Yes, it's instead of giving us a proper parser, they gave us these I guess you could call them type of dummies that simulate the amount of HP that you do in some of the end game fights. So it's a way to see if you'll be able to by yourself, quote unquote, make the DPS checks for some of the end game content. And just to if you can do it in the dummy, then you should go in with a party and maybe you'll be able to do it. It's a way to see if you're geared enough to do some of the content. I tried it for Alex because when I was raiding, I only did Alex 1 and 2 Savage Complete. I did 3 and 4 on Stone Sky Sea, and I did pretty good. I did good on Sephiroth as well, even though tanks got nerfed. So it's just a way for them to let people know, I guess maybe console users who don't have access to parsers or don't want to get banned if you're on PC and you're using a parser, give you a way to see if you're ready gear-wise for some fights before you attempt them. I think it's interesting. I just don't like the fact there are no mechanics or AoEs, or it doesn't take any of that into account.
It's literally just you wailing on a dummy with like raid boss HP and seeing what happens.
Right, and there's a time limit, and it's like you'll do it for like 3 minutes for whatever time, and it'll calculate. Okay, if you kept doing this forever, you would win. Type of thing. It's straight up what a parser does for a certain amount of time.
All right.
Calculates your DPS.
I actually found a link of somebody who will put your class in, you put how many seconds you had left on the timer, and it'll tell you what your DPS is.
Yeah, just the thing is that Square Enix frowns upon like things like that for whatever reason. So this is the
they're just because they don't want people to hold it against other people,
Yeah,
or
and I
suddenly
think
Party Finder to turn into 1500 DPS only,
exactly. Yeah, that's
But at the same time, I've ran dungeons with people, dragoons who don't do blood or anything. Like, you know what I mean?
well, and I mean I don't see it here, but there is the new Hall of Novice, which is actually a way for people to actually learn how to do their jobs. It does have a lot of advanced stuff like quick pulls and things like that, but it does have how to deal with AoEs, how to deal with rotations, tank aggro. There's a healing DPS.
Yeah,
as well.
they made it mandatory too before you get Satasha for the first time, which is pretty awesome.
Well, that's
really?
that I didn't know. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's if you're a horrible tank like I am, it's a good thing to have.
Does anybody know exactly like what it is they make you do in order to get into Sastasha?
It's like some kind of like little mini like mission tutorial system. It's right outside of Aleport. It's like a bunch of basic missions that I think give you rewards once you're done with them.
Yeah, because they only seem to do this specifically for Sastasha hard mode, which is kind of interesting.
It's a level 15 dungeon, so I guess they want people to.
No, I thought it was hard mode Sastasha, not.
No, it's regular.
Yeah,
okay,
very first dungeon. Before you can do your first dungeon, you have to do the Hall of Novice.
All right, that makes more sense.
You know how they recommended you to guild leaves at the start and nobody did them?
Right.
Yeah.
This is the replacement of, but it's mandatory.
I think I tried doing guild leaves, but like I couldn't get into a fucking party at first, and then I just never did them.
Oh, like the guild tests?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Guild tests.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do those for them just like leveling characters.
Yeah.
It's so easy
I
to
did
get
it to level up
XP
my tank.
guild.
Yeah.
I didn't do those for like a long time, and then there's that one stupid point in the story where you have to do a specific guild test. That was the
Actually,
worst.
there was 2 points in that story. You had to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think
It's
people were so
something your
so pissed
DPS.
off about that.
I think they removed it though.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, 'cause I was leveling up one of my characters, finally, get the little 50 marks, and I didn't have to do it.
Oh, nice. Okay.
That'd be interesting because like that was really annoying because like nobody wanted to do those things, and then all of a sudden like you had to do like a guild test that was in like the level 30s, like 35 or something like that, and most people had done none of them. And since you have to do like beat the one before in order to unlock the next one, you had to do a bunch of guild tests. If you were DPS, you wouldn't be able to get into one, so you had to bother like at least a tank to come with you.
Yeah.
Right.
It's kind of like now you can skip cutscenes now.
The
I mean,
Eternal
open
Hell.
That was for a quick second here. I think I don't. Aside from Raiders, I don't really hear anyone complaining much about this. But a lot of people play their jobs and they don't really take time to know certain things about their jobs. Black mages who don't use the Nokian and things like that. I've seen things like that. It's kind of weird when you think about it, because your job quests don't do a good job at teaching you how to do rotations or your job. And like you said, guild hests are not something people pay attention to. They just do it for the guild. So I think Holo Novice is a good start. It's not like the mentor system. What do you guys think about that? Do you guys know anything about it? I haven't.
I read up on like the patch notes in full because I was actually really interested in the mentor system.
Mm-hmm.
So like I just really like the whole idea of it, of like just being like a group of like high level players who specifically are there to like help lobies like ease into the game and understand how to play their classes and all that. And I think it's like that way when they're paired up with like with a mentor, they don't have to worry about like somebody getting like all bitchy at them if they screw up in like a dungeon. So it takes a bit of the pressure off.
What are the requirements to be a mentor?
There's 2 types, I think, like for either like fighting, like the job mentors, and then also like crafting mentors. Basically, like for like I only looked up for like the actual job mentors since I'm not really interested in crafting. But basically, you need to have one of each role at level 60. And then you need to have a couple of like specific achievements, like the dungeon master one, which is completing like 1,000 dungeons, and a handful of other things like that.
I know.
Yeah, you need I think 300 commendations from the dungeon.
Yeah,
Yes,
300
that's
accommodations.
another one.
So yeah, basically,
And-
it's not a difficult thing to get if you did all the type of jobs. But
For the
healer,
gatherers, you have to have
DPS,
all
and-
gatherers to 60. For the other one.
But
Oh,
yeah,
no,
no,
you just need
the
one
type of
crafter to
land or
60
hand.
and one gatherer to 60 to be able to be a
Right,
mentor.
that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
so like it's a really really neat idea. Like I would have wanted to participate in that, but I don't have a tank up to 60.
I don't have the healer up to 60, and I'm horrible at explaining things to people. I'm a horrible tank. And on that note, I have to leave you guys.
All right, dude.
Let's see him.
Yep, I'll see you
Bye,
guys next time.
Aries.
All right, nice to have you,
Bye.
Aries.
I'm gonna go.
Now we
Yep,
get to talk
I'm gonna.
about
My Aries
Yep,
senpai.
sweet.
So
Don't talk about my bad tanking, please. I'm gonna go think about it. That's where I'm going right now.
Oh, there's
And you guys have a
nothing
good
wrong.
night. Bye.
So another interesting thing about the mentor system is that when you're paired up with a mentor, you gain extra XP up until level 20.
yeah, that's pretty nice. But unfortunately, I've got all my. The only thing I don't like about it's a little limiting because you only the only people that can take advantage of mentors is folks that have the new adventurer status. So once that's gone,
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is specifically just to help like teach new players about like how the game works. So
True.
I guess it depends.
Yeah.
Well, you figure for most new people, by the time that the little plan's gone, they've already gotten into an FC or they've got link shells that can help them out, past that point.
Yeah, it does
It's
take
just
about like 30 to 40 hours for that thing to go away. So like,
Oh.
if you haven't really figured out how the game works after 40 hours of playing it, like, yeah, this is probably not really the genre for you.
that's true.
Yeah, like I think I joined 7C around level 40-ish. So yeah, it wasn't that far away from that far after losing the new player status.
Yeah, I guess it ain't too bad. I thought it was a little shorter than that. So yeah, that's not too bad, I guess.
Like, I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure it takes about 40 hours of gameplay time for the new adventurer thing to go away.
Yeah, it's 40 hours, but now you can actually get rid of that icon through the status settings.
I guess that makes
That's in
sense.
the
Like,
Novus network.
Oh,
that makes sense. Like, if you were making like a new character,
Yeah, you can get rid of it because there's one guy that he kept getting added into the Novus network because he had the plan, and people were telling him to get rid of the plan so he didn't have to worry about it.
So
Oh, that'd
Because I
be
think-
annoying. Yeah.
A lot of the mentor people are just, as soon as they see someone with the plant, they're just inviting them to the network, and I don't think that the novices have to agree. They're already part of it as soon as someone sends the invite.
oh, that's kind of weird.
Oh, I saw the pic on Reddit of the Novice Network thing, and it was all these RMT names, all in what's Titan called? The oh geez, the Naval. It was just like 20 bots in the Naval that filled up the Novice Network thing. So yeah, so pay
Awesome.
attention to who you're inviting. Make sure.
But the good thing is you can boot the people out of the novice network, and you can report them as a bot. So,
you can? Nice.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
That was the first day, so I'm sure things have gotten better.
Yeah. Well, it should be pretty obvious. Like, most bots usually have like gibberish names, so don't add blah 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 blee blee blah boo boo boo.
That's my best bud, though.
I love bleeble blah blow.
So the next item on the docket is the feast. I don't know why there's a question mark there.
Has anybody
what?
has anybody done it?
It hasn't been released yet.
Oh, it hasn't been released yet. Oh, well then.
What's it called?
The Feast.
The Feast. It's
Is that
like a
the-
new PvP.
Yeah, it's the new PvP thing, if I remember correctly.
I
Okay.
thought it was like a banquet or something.
Is
I'm not
anybody,
excited.
so you going to be trying it out then?
I don't PvP.
Anybody?
Yeah, probably not.
I haven't done any PvP whatsoever.
I did like Frontlines. I think quite some time ago. I think shortly after they came out, and then never did it again. Which kind of sucks because some of that PvP gear looks nice, but the only problem is that I have to PvP in order to get it.
I did.
I would do it.
I tried it once.
Well, like
Yeah,
I've tried.
it once.
I have tried on like other times because I did like want to get some of that gear. But the thing is that like I couldn't ever actually get in. Like I'd queue up and I'd just sit there forever. I'm just like, well, I want to.
Sounds like my binding coil queue.
Which is weird. And the thing is that like I play healer, and a healer in any kind of PvP setting isn't fun because you're just the first target.
That guy right there. Get him.
Murder his ass.
So, assuming nobody else has anything to say about the feast, we'll be moving on.
No, I would like to do PvP, but I don't have room for it on my hotbars for all those PvP only actions.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Wish
I
they
suppose
would
I'm
make.
playing on console.
Yeah, I wish they would make it so like your hotbars changed in there, so I can actually have one without like redoing everything. Because I'm not going to do that.
All right, now it's time for story talk. The main scenario quest discussion. So first item
this
there
is
is
spoiler
the
time,
anti-tower.
right, Rick?
Yep. This is spoiler time.
Oh
So-
god, I'm gonna have to jump out then.
Yep.
If you did not
No,
want to
not
get spoiled,
spoilers.
now is the time to not listen.
Yep.
I'm gonna jump out as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I'll catch you guys
mute
later.
it.
Yep.
All right. Well,
Is
thanks
that gonna
for
be the
everybody
last
joined
thing
so
on the
far.
podcast?
It is the last thing, correct?
Yes.
All right. Then I'll just go and leave, and I'll talk to you guys later.
All right. Thanks for joining, everybody. And anybody who's logging off, he's listening to the recording of this. Thanks, guys. We're going to try again probably in a month, I'd say. And we'll see how much work it is after this to edit and such and such. But thanks for listening, guys. And
All right.
on to the
See ya.
spoilers.
Now, just one more. I'm just going to preface this again. For people that are listening, this is spoilers. If you stop listening now, you will not miss anything other than spoilers.
This is spoiler country.
It's like Bad Country, but it's spoilers. All right, now we got that warning out of the way.
So let's start with the events in the anti-tower.
Now, I'm horribly behind. I have not completed any of the story quests since Heaven's Word, but I don't give a shit. Go ahead and talk about whatever.
I don't know. Every time I hear anti-tower, I think of the other anti-word.
What's the other anti-word?
Christ.
Oh,
Oh.
that's the only other anti-word in your
What
mind.
about antimatter? Anyway, so
What about antibodies?
yeah, antibodies. Lot
What
of-
about the British way of
Okay,
saying
Antichrist is the first thing that pops into my mind.
anti-clockwise?
Right.
So
So, anyway, somebody said that like a character shows up in Anti-Tower. I am assuming this is Minfilia because she's all over the patch.
that is correct, and she is now the voice of the mother. Now we'll never get her out of our head.
Okay, but now
Does
here's
that
an
mean we
important
can
thing.
kill her now?
Does she do anything?
She's even more useless than ever now. She has no physical body.
Wow, I didn't know that was possible to make Minfilia somehow like less useful, but you just did it.
But yeah,
Do you know what my favorite part was, though?
What?
You know how she has the link shell? She never uses it and makes us go see her.
Yeah.
She talked to us in our head, with the power of the crystal. So now we'll never have to go to the fucking Rising Stones again. Just so she can go, oh, hi, I have a task for you. She could have told us over link shell.
So why is it that she doesn't have a physical body?
she basically got sucked up into the teleport spell that
So, well, like what happened to you?
Stolen
Stola?
Thancred?
yeah,
Yeah,
But
Go ahead.
Y'shtola has a body though, so why
Yeah.
wouldn't Minfilia?
that is because basically Minfilia got stuck out in the astral sea, and she made a deal with Heidelin that she would basically act as an amp for her since she can't really speak too much now since she's so weak. So, but yeah, some people are saying it's kind of shady how Heidelin did that because Heidelin told Menphelia, hey, you need to go back and be near your friends there, so reasons. And she got stuck out in the astral sea, and it's like, oh, hey, I can make a deal with you so you can help your friends still. So people are like, well, that's kind of shady, Heidelin. You kind of forced her in that position.
Well, I have read like things online of people saying suggesting that like Heidelin may not be as like altruistic as she appears,
or at least as much as a schemer as the Asians.
Yeah, like let's say like it has its own ulterior motives.
Exactly.
Like this is a little bit of a tangent, but I still like that theory that the player character is a primal.
I believe it.
Maybe something more like the Knights.
Something like that, because like throughout the course of like A Realm Reborn, like every time you do a major accomplishment, the game still acknowledges that you had helped like along the way.
Yeah.
Even if other players don't actively show up in your cutscenes, except for like the last one, the game still acknowledges that you were doing this with friends. But like it's throughout the entirety of Heavensward, every single like major accomplishment you did, nobody ever like acts as though you had anybody else with you. Like you did this, like you defeated like the Knights of the Round all on your own. You didn't bring friends with you.
Yeah.
So it seems kind of weird that all of a sudden the game treats it as though you're single-handedly doing all these things when prior to this point it was always like at least implying that you had help.
Yeah, the canon is that you do everything solo. Like we killed all the primals solo and everything.
Yeah, like when you fought Ravana, you didn't have he didn't tell you like go grab some friends. It's like nope, we're doing this now.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean it's a interesting theory. Like I said, it's not like I don't think proper primal, but it might be the same idea of the knights because people start believing in the story. The Warrior of Light is destroying gods, and he is the savior of he or she is the savior of Eorzea, and
yeah, that makes sense because like the primals are based on faith. So the more achievements you make, the more people believe in your strength, which would in turn make you more powerful.
Right.
That's why we do those stupid little fetch quests.
Oh.
Okay, I just got back. What happened?
All the fetch. We're a primal. It's fact now.
Yeah.
Oh, we are?
I'll actually get back to that when we talk about the Grand Melee, but that's a little bit later.
All right. So did anybody else have anything to say about the anti-tower?
I liked it. It was upside down.
We went up, down staircases.
Oh, David Bowie reference.
Yep.
Second boss name is Ziggy, and his attack is Stardust.
Yep.
Too
soon.
All right. So, you were gonna say something, Raid?
Just saying too soon.
Nah.
Oh.
There's no such thing as too soon.
So the next item is the Peace Summit Part 1. Anybody want to lead us off on that?
Yeah, I kind of like the part where Thancred punches Punk Kid in the face.
So,
became
I'm a little
my
behind on
favorite
the story.
character at that point.
When did Thancred reappear? Was that 3.1?
Yes.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they found him after the teleport spell. He was out in the Dravinian Forelands.
So is he all
With
fucked up
beast.
too, like a Y'shtola was?
He is no longer cast any type of magic. He can't even teleport anymore.
Oh, wow.
But he can see.
All right, so he's not
Yeah.
blind.
The official word is that fucker got fucker fucked.
Basically, they burnt out his mana circuits.
It'll all be fixed. He'll come back to life. Everyone will, and everything will be perfect in the end. That's apparently what they do.
So here's a theory. What do people think is going to be the next Scion to suddenly rejoin the group?
Papilimo and Nita.
Yeah. They've been They've been
Yeah,
showing.
outside of these two, there's only Yuri Angé, right?
He's still around.
No, but I'm just thinking of the of all.
Oh no, he never disappeared. He's been at the Rising Stones the whole time,
Yeah.
or the Waking Sands, or whatever. The one.
Yeah, so I guess that would just be Papalimo and Yida. Those
And
are the only ones left.
And it looks like they're off like near close to El Amigo, it seems, because they're helping the resistance out.
I think 4.0 is going to send us over there. I don't think we're going to see much of them until then.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, no, my favorite part of that was, well, the one part where it's like you get drugged. It's like, oh, great. We're going to just start putting antidotes in our drinks, everybody's drinks, because, you know, we seem to fall for the poison in your drink trick too much a little bit. It's like sit down for a drink with one of the signs. Like, wait, okay, I got some antidote in there now. It's all good. But,
Not even. You'd be like, here, you try this.
Yeah, exactly. But no, I liked. I can't remember the guy's name, but the kid of that Four Temps kid that is a whiny little brat. It's like, well, first we got ticked off at him for going on an emo trip after he had a like a dissident that was yelling about being against the peace summit. Went and got her shot. Didn't kill her.
Oh, wait. As soon as I knew she had a voice actress, I didn't trust her. That barmaid.
Yeah. But yeah, like I was saying, it's like when he hit Thancred, I'm just like, oh boy, you done fucked up. Boom. Yep. Oh, but that was.
Guys, the maid's winning the staff member of the month. By the way, let's all congratulate the maid.
She's been doing good work.
Yeah.
Yeah, she always cleans me off every once in a while.
Whoa.
We'll not dwell on that statement. Anyways, Grand Melee.
You guys are dirty-minded.
Well, yeah.
I was talking about baths.
Yeah, the Grand Melee. That was awesome. I love it. It's like it's so different from like anything else. Like, because they actually made it like almost a little mini game. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I wish we could replay it. Can we? Does anyone know?
Nah, not that I know of.
So here's a question: like after you beat like Thornton, you have like that quick scene where like your character's all like shadowy for some reason. Have they ever like done anything with that since then? Or
Yes,
is that still
that's actually something I wanted to bring up at the Grand Melee, because when you fight Rubon, you get a buff you get a buff, I can't remember what it's called, but the description of it, breaking limits as only the Warrior of Light can.
We're primal.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like you fight, like I said, spoilers, you fight Rubon at the end of it. It's, you know, I was kind of worried there when they showed the trailer and it showed you facing down Rubon. I was like, why am I fighting my buddy? That's not cool. He freed me. It's like, why am I fighting him now? But no, it's just a friendly duel.
But would you be surprised that you actually beat Raubon when you're killing primals?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, you do fight primals and stuff, but it's still fun to fight, you know, because he's supposed to be a big badass himself, and, you know, if you didn't have that buff, he would kick your ass.
I don't think so.
But you have to do, if you talk to his, what is his name, Pippin, afterwards, he's like, Pippin's like, yeah, you did pretty good, but you gotta remember you did fight him, or he did fight you one-handed.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But dude can cleave when he had two arms, he could cleave a Lalafell in half, so.
So you're saying he still can't cleave a Lalafell in half?
Oh, he probably could. But it was a lot easier, probably.
Because I believe you still need just one hand for that.
Okay. But yeah,
So,
no, I really like the setup on it. I like the fact they did something a lot different in the main story. It was really cool.
Yeah, that was fun. I actually wanted to fail it just to see what would happen, but I just
probably nothing. Probably just like
also.
basic black.
Yeah. Duty failed.
Yeah, pretty much.
Duty.
So apparently we're supposed to go back to the Peace Summit
Yes.
for Peace Summit Part 2.
Yes, after the Grand Melee, when there's actually a peace summit. And we get to see, what's his name? Instidian Hog.
Oh, yeah. He looks like Nightmare from Soul Calibur now.
That's exactly what I thought when I saw him.
Is he starting trouble or?
He almost killed the one white dragon, the one gal dragon that's like saved the child from the last patch.
Linflorf or something like
Yeah,
that?
something like that. But yeah, basically came as Instinian, and Dragoon speared her clear through us. But she's not dead, she just got severely wounded.
And where's his brother in this?
What?
Nidhogg's brother.
Oh, he's... Yeah, he's...
I just call him Harvey because it's easy to pronounce.
He's probably off sulking about Shiva still, because that's what he does.
Probably.
But yeah,
You can't count on dragons to do anything.
Yeah, but yeah, no. When it happened, though, I'm like, no, don't kill the dragon. It's like I was like, no.
You guys are supposed to be buddies.
Yeah.
This war started because a dragon killed a human. I mean, a human killed a dragon. Now you're killing dragons on dragons?
Yeah. I think that's going to be the event that actually gets Helsivar, something like that. Finally,
Shregar?
Yeah.
Harvey?
Yeah, Harvey.
Just call him Harvey.
Harvey.
Good old
We'll
Harvey
call him
the
Harvey.
Dragon.
So I think that will finally light a fire under Harvey's ass and get him to actually, quit being all sad about his old girlfriend and
Fight his brother.
Yeah.
Where is Midgar Storm in all this?
He's like hanging back and seeing how shit's gonna pan out. I think he's gotten to the point where he's like, I'm just an observer now.
That's actually kind of been his attitude the whole time. Like, outside of the one time you fight him, like, his role has just been an observer. Just seeing, like, what you do and how things are gonna go.
Yeah.
Although it was kind of dickish of him to sever your connection to Hydaelyn.
Yeah. Though he did, or when you reestablish it, he did like, oh, okay, hey, you're actually pretty badass. Still ain't gonna help you fight, but I'll be a mount for you.
Now he's my little butt slave.
All right, so I guess the last item for discussion is if time.
Oh, that's if yeah, my computer's starting to cry bloody salty tears from recording as long as we have. Not really.
That wasn't a segment. That was literally if there's time. Okay.
Yeah. No, it's like more story discussion, but we can save that for the next one.
This has gone on for about like an hour or so at this point. That's probably like long enough.
Yeah, like I said, my computer's crying salty bloody tears at this point from all the recording, so probably be a good place to stop at.
All right.
Cool. Well, we'll see how people like this. Give us suggestions on the next one, and we'll reconvene in about a month, I guess.
Sounds like a plan to me.
All right.
Cheers, guys.
See ya.
Thanks for joining the podcast, everyone. And if you're watching the recording, thanks for watching that. You have a great night now.
Woo!
Now to see if my stuff actually recorded.
Oh man, wouldn't that be great
That
if
would
you
be
didn't
fun.
record anything?
Well, I know it started recording. Let's see if it actually recorded everything. Hopefully.
Can I stop dancing for you, Lesh?